a lot of back and forth, like about social life and things they were doing. So he was not being honest about that. But what happened was in 2015, she goes to separate from Paolo. But anyway, back to what Amanda was saying. So they're selling a bunch of passports for $250. Then she threw in something that was like, this is, and she kept going, this is Zoom, I just can't. But she's like, yeah, that's why China killed that one guy for giving out a passport or something like that to him. Maybe it was like a bad passport. I don't know. But that was like a real little TMZ moment in the middle of there. They're like, I guess there's some blood, guts, and gore in the UN too. Chinese man gets death. No, that's not it. It was someone at the UN from some other country, and she just very casually is like, that's why the Chinese kill him. Pure spec.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do that.
I've heard some things, but that's, that is what it is. But like I said, until she runs into Ghislaine at the UN, she had never seen her and spoken to her during that time period. The 13 years since the plane ride. And she didn't have like a close relationship with Ghislaine at the UN. She mentioned like seeing her at some of the cocktail parties and stuff like that. And it was like a casual, yes, no, you. Obviously, like she knew Paolo, knew Ghislaine pretty well. More on that in a minute. But she didn't speak about Epstein with Paolo at all, and she only spoke with Paolo about Ghislaine when she found and this is some years after that, after 2014, when she found the emails between Ghislaine and Paolo. And Paolo had said publicly, like, when she found these emails, this was after COVID. So Paolo at that point had apparently, according to Amanda, said publicly, like, oh, no, I barely knew Ghislaine, whatever. It's just, that. And then when Amanda, I'll get to that in a minute, how she got this, but when she got the emails, she saw that they were talking like, oh, where are you going in June or whatever, like talking as friends. A lot of back and forth, like about social life and things they were doing. So he was not being honest about that. But what happened was in 2015, she goes to separate from Paolo and she moves out, and they eventually come to a separation agreement in 2018. And as a part of that agreement, according to Amanda, he was going to agree to help get her green card and visa and a bunch of that stuff to basically keep her immigration status kosher here in America.
Yep.
That never happens. He doesn't get her any of that stuff. And so then COVID hits, and he's calling her, begging her to come, like, at least move back in. He said that according to her, he'll give her a floor of that, very big place in Gramercy Park that he has, and he'll live on a different floor or whatever. Eventually she gives in, because she has a son with the guy too, and moves in, and she's with him. She describes herself as in a relationship with him. Again, maybe this is like 2020. So she said it got really bad in 2021 and 2022. She alleges, I want to leave that part open-ended, but she just alleges it was really bad. And that he has, I'll say, a not good personality to live with. We'll put it that way. I'll let you guys kind of fill in the blanks. And, she had mentioned that she had been to, like, some of the years get a little weird, like when she's with him, when she's not, to be frank with you. Like, we just have that one separation agreement in 2018, but, like, is it on, is it off? I'm a little unclear on all that. So I don't want to, like, give it concrete. It was definitely from this time to that time. So let me just say, between 2015 and 2023 is a very foggy time period for their relationship, but there's times when she's with him, times when she's not, and then there's agreement in the middle that he's going to help her with immigration, and he does not. So she, in 21, 22, he was banging other women. She alleges that he would have some ladies of the night over, do with that what you will, that kind of thing. And eventually in 2023, she leaves altogether and she moves to Miami. And as far as I can tell from what she said, she takes her son with her there. I don't know what the setup was with Paolo seeing her son, you know, on and off during that time period, like as his father. I'm not sure. But some of the part that we're going to keep off record involves the arrest in, I believe that was May or June 2025, of her and her now husband. So she went down to Miami and she alleges she was dating someone, I won't say who it was, and Paolo sent a couple Russian guys to beat him up, broke a bunch of ribs, and she broke up with the guy because she's like, he's going to kill you. That's what she alleged. And so then she ends up dating this doctor, falls in love with this doctor, marries him. He has a clinic where he does a bunch of cosmetic stuff, and she explains some other things that he does, and I was a little unclear on it, so I don't want to go into that and get it wrong. But long story short, they get arrested. It's billed as fraud. Mm-hmm. We've reported on that on the show. I still don't know what to think of this whole thing. She did say, I'm trying to think. I'm going to leave some of her claims around that off the record as well. I'm going to be safe with that because I feel like that can get into some territory of things that she doesn't want to talk about. But essentially, she was arrested. She believes, and this part she did want me to talk about, she believes that Paolo was behind it. She had seen emails of Paolo emailing, she alleges, emailing the prosecutor in this case, pushing for these charges. And by the way, that was another thing. I don't know if this is going to be a jump cut here. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't. I'll have Amanda look at this because I don't know if this is, I think this is on record, but I want to be careful with that. She went in 2022, 2023, something like that, and raided Paolo's office.
Yeah. I think we're going to be getting a cut here, folks. And if you're not, well then, enjoy.
Oh, what was the line she said to me? She goes, "Oh, you think you're crazy? I'll show you what crazy is."
I'll show you what crazy is. And just...
Yeah. So she does that, and that's where she finds a lot of these emails that are going back and forth in correspondence. And one of the things that she alleges is that Paolo was trying to blackmail or strong-arm the Brazilian ambassador because she had gone to the Brazilian embassy and complained about abuse and sought to get help because he also wasn't getting her a green card and everything. And so he was trying to hold one over her. And so as a part of that, she also, I don't know if it was from that raid or later, but maybe it had something to do with something I won't talk about. Thank you guys for watching the episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button on the video. They're both a huge, huge help. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and X, those links are in my description below.